it's always nice to get some sort of recognition because obviously there is always a lot of effort that goes into research. A research process takes a lot of time. Gratification is oftentimes kind of delayed because publication process or even submission to the conferences takes a lot of time. So whenever we get any sort of recognition, that always definitely makes you feel rewarded. But also, I guess, kind of helps, feel like I'm working on a relevant topic. The paper was on athlete branding, and so just like feeling like organizers saw something in it makes me feel like this is a good direction to continue to work in. In the big picture, the paper focuses on the issues of authenticity in athlete branding. So when we are building brands these days, authenticity as an attribute of how consumers perceive the brand is a huge component of what is supposed to be effective branding, both for organizational brands but also for human brands or brands of individuals. But in prior literature, there is a lot of research on organizational brands or sometimes research on social media influencers, which is stars who emerge primarily through social media, and less research on issues of authenticity when it comes to celebrity brands, because oftentimes when we're thinking about celebrity brands, we view them as someone who gains their popularity primarily due to their talent. So for instance, if this is an athlete, they have to be very successful on the field. In my paper, I dig a little bit deeper again into those issues of authenticity, because a part of building an attractive brand is being authentic and being relatable and truthful with your audience. But I'm trying to go a little bit deeper and really uncover the different, connotations of authenticity, both from an enduring brand image perspective, like what those things mean, how do they interact with the issues of brand fit. So for example, what is the sponsor that you're working with, but also authenticity that can be communicated on a situational basis. Prior literature focuses a lot on authenticity as kind of like an enduring quality, basically like you're a good person or not, you're authentic or not, kind of on that level. But I'm trying to dig deeper and show that there are specific tactics that we can integrate to communicate that authenticity situationally. And so the paper explores how different dimensions of enduring authenticity, situational authenticity, and what is the brand, and like the level of fit with the brand that athletes work with interact, and how that results into specific outcomes for the promotion. As a scholar, I position myself as a marketing and branding scholar in sport, but the papers that I lead oftentimes focus on athletes primarily, or human brands primarily is a type of brand that I focus on, because I think much of it just comes from personal interest. As a former athlete, I do understand that these days personal branding is huge for athletes, both on professional level but also in the recent years on collegiate level. As someone who has been, in a foreign country and building my career, I also understand how we present ourselves and how we build our brand is a huge part of our ability to be successful. And so for me, the issue of personal branding is of a huge interest. And so I feel like paper really weaves into that and helps me both explore my interests, but also find some research insights that I can directly communicate to my students in my classes. For instance, one of the classes that I teach focuses on NIL monetization and personal brand monetization at student-athlete level specifically, and so we can definitely use these research insights when we discuss social media-related strategies and what is the brands that you work with and how can you capitalize on those opportunities to try and position your brand effectively. So yeah, those would be the main ways to kind of contribute to my overall development of research agenda and teaching as well.